Good morning and welcome to today's daily devotional. It's cold outside. Whatever you're doing today, make sure you wrap up warm. Today's devotional is entitled Song of Solomon Part 1, and the reading is taken from Song of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 10. It's not surprising that Solomon became the author of three of the most enduring books in the world. The books reflect different states in his remarkable career. One book records his great disappointment, the inevitable result of his own lustful lifestyle. The second book illustrates his great discernment, the genius he had for reducing great truths to simple sayings. The final book demonstrates the great disparity so sadly evident between what he taught and what he wrought. First, we consider the Song of Solomon. This is the book of romance. It is a love song, one in which Solomon was inspired by the Holy Spirit to tell us about the one woman he could not have. She turned him down, despite all his efforts to turn her thoughts and desires to him. It's often claimed that in the Song of Solomon, Solomon is a type of Christ. How can that be? He is a type of Christ in respect to the kingdom, for when Christ comes back, he will reign as David, putting down all his foes, and then he will reign as Solomon, in prosperity, in peace, and in power. Solomon's personal life, however, was a national scandal. He came very close to apostasy and did more than any other king to undermine and eventually destroy the kingdom of Israel. Look, for instance, at Solomon's proposal to the Shulamite. I have 60 wives, he said, and another 80 women I am living with. Indeed, I have more women than I can count, but you can be first. See chapter 6, verse 8. Not his finest hour. Who can put such words into the mouth of the pure and holy Jesus? There is another, however, who plays out his part in the Song of Songs, a beloved shepherd to whom the Shulamite has already given her heart. Solomon exerts all his personal charm, his way with words, his position, his power, and his ability to gratify the desires for worldly success in order to awe and win the Shulamite. If Solomon is the type of anyone in this book, it is the prince of this world, who would seduce us from Christ as Solomon tried to turn away the Shulamite's affections from her beloved shepherd to himself. Indeed, this is the real key to the book. Though abducted by Solomon to his pavilion, and though courted ardently by Solomon, and though exposed to the urgings of Solomon's other women, women who had surrendered to his personality, promises, and passion, the Shulamite remained true to her absent beloved. Her final rejection of Solomon's overtures is classic, and it gives us the key to overcoming temptation. I am my beloved's, she said, and his desire is toward me. Chapter 7, verse 10. Note that she did not say, my desire is toward him, though of course that was perfectly true, but his desire is toward me. Solomon had no more to say. Surely that should be our stand in temptation's hour. I am my beloved, and his desire is toward me. Think of it, the desire of the Lord himself, the King of glory, creator of the universe, the one whom angels worship. His desire is toward me. Wonder of wonders. Surely no temptation can be successful in the face of the wonder of that. It is only when we forget this marvelous truth that temptation has its way. Well, wow, what a challenge we have in this first little study of Solomon in a world where there are so many other temptations coming in, to remember that his desire is toward us. And that should really change everything for us in our lives and hopefully everything in our day today. God bless you, whatever you're up to, stay close to Jesus, and join me tomorrow if you can for another devotion.